Hello everyone, Larry Satchwell here. Already August 1st. Relatively peaceful, quiet morning this morning. We had a busy weekend. Peyton had a horse show, got rained out on Saturday, but we had a busy day Sunday. Went to Ethan's baptism and then over to the horse show again. Oh, there's some beautiful horses over there. The sun's just coming up over the perennial garden. It's going to get busy this week. School starts back, so the buses will be running and the traffic just kind of triples. We have two schools, a middle school and an elementary school, just up the road here within a mile. And we have a lot of traffic in the morning. So this is relatively peaceful. School starts later on this week. So let's take a quick walk through here. The okra is really getting big, and I've had a great deal of it. I'm not going to put any of it up. This is where one of the tomatoes was, the Sun Glow. The other tomatoes, you can tell I canned those last week. Look at here, little bumblebee working on this sunflower early in the morning. So dog barking I'm not familiar with. The greenhouse sold, and I think the new owners have a dog over there, maybe a watchdog. This is starting to bloom. This hasn't bloomed all year. This is a gigantic plant. Dog sounds like he's in trouble. I might have to investigate that after this video. Looks like it's going to have several blooms. The peppers are just now blooming. This is really late. We had a great stuffed pepper the other day. We had, I think, 3 peppers. I'm pretty sure, because this is all in the shade right now, that I just didn't give these enough sunlight. They're normally over here. This is the lettuce I couldn't grow. Ha! It came out beautiful. Look at those heads. We've had several salads. We haven't had any wilted lettuce salads because that's really better with leaf lettuce. The onion came up. I'm going to plant the rest of those. Have a volunteer zinnia that was just overtowering. In between the corn stalks here, I have planted sunflowers, more sunflowers. Those are way over there. Let me zoom in here. That is the Mexican petunia poking out back there. And another one of those plants, I'm going to have to Google photo that to make sure what that is. This guy right here. Ethan's garden is great. The zinnias really did well. Had a couple of red hot poker blooms. Didn't think I was going to have any Cypress Vine, but it is all over the garden in different places. I'm just letting it go. I tied that up. I have to look that up. I forgot what that was, but it was after all this rain. We've had several afternoon storms, and they all get beat down. Over here in the lotus pond, this is nothing more than a sunken bathtub, and this is going to be a big, beautiful bloom. I decided to come down here right before I published this video to see if it had opened, and indeed it has. This is the lotus bloom. I'm going to fertilize that this fall. Oh, here's another. No, this is I'm pretty sure this is Jerusalem artichoke that's fallen over here. I need to get that picked up. I did cut all of the raspberry vines. I didn't pull them out, but they are cut at the ground level, as many as I could find. This bed, I've still just been trying to keep the weeds out and feeding the horses a couple of carrots every day. Look at my strawberries. Once I got these weeded out, man, they are really filled in. This one, not so much, but I'm going to take the strawberries from this, the mother of all strawberries, right up here. This still amazes me. This was one plant. I don't know how it got up here. One plant, and it is thriving up here. Maybe I should make the strawberry bed up here. The yarrow looks awful. Let me climb up here. That time of year we're starting to get a lot of spider webs too, but the yarrow looks awful. I cut all of this back and it is reblooming. Nothing like the first bloom. That's the white. This is some blue in front of it. I need to map this out, and I'll do that next time. I need to map this out. While we're up here, let me show you this. Several videos ago, I showed you the Nicotina plants I was growing in the basement. Well, here they are, and I think they might even bloom this fall. The black-eyed Susans are really going well. I sprayed them for the fungus this spring, and it really worked. I'm gonna remember to do that next year, put that in my notes. Stelladoro, more of this, well, the Angelina really came out this week. The Lantana is really spreading and doing well. The verbena, the finches continue to eat the verbena all the time. Cardinal flower, I probably should have cut that back a little bit. All the rain here, you can see this one's tumbled over. I had no idea it was going to get 3 feet tall. Actually, that one's about 4 feet tall. Here's the Joe Pye weed. One is doing great, and one keeps falling over. I've cut back all of these black-eyed Susans to give it some space, and it keeps falling over. Oh, look at the Echinacea that I planted the other day. $1 a piece, cheaper than a lottery ticket, and much more productive for me anyway. I never played the lotto that much, but they're going to make it. And if I see any more of that Aster Yellows, I'll just pull the plant. There's just no saving it. There's no cure for it. Here's Poppy following me around. I see you. Why don't you pull that crabgrass while you're there? My gazebo is really pretty this time of year. These are Eastern Red Cedar hosts I have in here. They've been in here at least 12 or 15 years. I kept having problems with the roof. So several years ago, I got some white cedars, some fence rail actually, and split it into those small pieces and built it with that, and it has done great ever since. And the fish continue to thrive, and I continue to enjoy watching them and feeding them. I've tied up these sunflowers so they can be more upright for the birds. I'd like to have a little bit bigger flower on there. I don't think I'll plant that next year if I can figure out what it was. My pomegranate, I'm really going to try to convince Karen that we need to get this out of here. I know it would be much more productive if it were raspberries. Well, that's a quick walkthrough, maybe not so quick for some of you. I continue to turn this manure over, and the mushrooms pop up every day, so I know it's starting to cool down a little bit. I got to get down in there and get it from the bottom up. I'm going to leave you today with the beautiful horses at the horse show. Thanks for watching.
Canter, please. Canter. Bell. Also in second, 824, Ella Holiday on Chick. Third place, 800. Hunter under saddle riders, you are being judged at the walk.
You got first place and you're second.
Congratulations.